Right, today's job, not very nice out there today, wet, windy, just been out with the dog. It was just not very nice, so I don't think I'll be venturing out much today. What I will be doing today is cleaning this all off, cleaning the window, and then I want to be sanding this down, making it look something like that, then applying several coats of varnish to it. That's what I want to be doing today. As I say, I can't do an awful lot outside, it's just not very nice, so yeah, I'll be doing this today, something which I've been meaning to do for a while. Oh, we've got tacos tonight. Well, we're going to try and make some tacos later. Got myself some all-purpose filler so you can fill in the gap there. Got myself a sander, cheap sander from Wix's. So I need to clear it all out, clear the top off there, clean the window, and just then get to work on it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, a bit later I should have it all done, hopefully before tea time. He's been up since Christmas. We might as well leave him up till next Christmas, I think. I had a nice chat with Bill yesterday. That was nice, my mate Bill.
Hey.
Hello Bill, how are you?
Well, I'm pirates now, pirates.
Oh my goodness me. Oh, you're wicked, mate, you're wicked. All that raping and pillaging.
Exactly, I'm a xenophobic, raping, pillaging pirate.
Oh, that's, well, I guess I am as well then, because I'm friends with you. I guess that means Sam's one of those as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we're all murderers and pirates.
That's right, mate, we are, that's right. That's good old lad is old Bill. One of the nicest people on the internet is old Bill. He's a good sort, he is, I like him. Window and glass clean up. Die, die, die. If you want a good job, you've got to get the preparation right. Yeah. And my wife settles for nothing less than a perfect job. Why she employed me to do it, I'll never know.
Right then.
Right, so I pretty much dug out most of what I can get with my blade up there. I've got a handy little scraper thing here. It's really quite handy, that is. Just going to go around the edges and really dig out the rest. It's like a wire brush. You've got like a little point on there. You can just kind of get in there and scrape away if something's a bit hard. But this should do the job for me, I think. So good, I think, kind of. Just a matter of just sweeping all this up now and getting all the debris off, and then going over it once again, making sure all the rubbish is off of it, much as you can, and then we're going to get the sander out and then go over it a few times. Going to do the whole lot here. Hopefully it'll look something like that, maybe later today. Fingers crossed and all that. Lift this up a little bit, get under there, lift it up, scrape it around, and then I'm going to try and sand under there. I can with hand probably, and then put it back down, do the rest, and then we can caulk around it. Right, how do these things fit to it then? They just stick on, are they? Stick on and go by the look of it. So that's pretty much what you do with that thing. Stick on and go. And then probably the dust extractor, because you don't want to be breathing this stuff in. It's probably carcinogenic. Too bad. We just a matter of taking off the top layer, which has already come off anyway, getting rid of this here, the marks, and get it down to the bare wood as much as you can. There's some burn marks here, and there's one there, look, and get rid of them. It's all another preparation, my dear. 99% of the marks out. There's some deep ones like this, that's all in the grain.
Oh, well, that's fine.
You can't really get rid of all that.
Well, no, that's part of the wood, isn't it, Andrew? You can't get rid of that. I'm just having a little look at the moment, just see if I can see any way where I can maybe turn off the water, so I can actually take all this off. But it means just moving the plumbing and everything. That's just going to be a blessed nightmare. I think it might be easier if I just get in there by hand, I think, and just sand it down the best I can with hand. Whatever else I've got in there, just that gap. This won't go in there, you see. Neither will that. So it might be just a case of I think maybe getting where's that gone? Here we go. Getting that in there and really give it a good old scrub with that, I think. Right, there's some pretty big gaps there, to be fair. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to be filling them in the best I can with some filler, and then at some point go over it with some caulking. So I'm just going to start from here and just fill it in. That's probably the best I can do for now, to be honest. Get some in there and pop some in your finger and just run it into that gap, just really to stop any kind of water pen, just to finish it off really. And some caulking over the top of it wouldn't go amiss either. You can see how big the gap is. Not sure why that would be. Perhaps there's something underneath which is kind of given way. I think it does settle over time. I think that's what's probably happened here. A bit of settling gone on. With a damp sponge on a damp day. I'm just sponging it down now. Sponging it down, getting off the residue which was on there. The best way to do that is with a damp sponge.
Ooh, nice cup of tea, thank you my dear. That's very kind of you. You do look after me, you know. Okay, right. Let's just get in there and just clear it up a little bit. Yeah, it's looking really good now actually. All it needs now is a couple of a bit more degreasing, a bit more drying on the top. A bit more drying on top.
Is that... You just wiped it down?
I've just wiped it down, yeah. Why?
That makes a difference just doing that.
Yeah, it does. But when you put the
It'll dry back.
well, yeah, it will. Yeah, but when you put the varnish on, it will stay. Hopefully, looking that wet look. You know. That's the plan. That's the plan.
I am not one for wood. I
Don't like wood.
no.
You don't like wood finish. Just drying off any residual water under there. Let's get rid of that.
Do you want me to hold that?
No, you're fine. Just using it as a wedge really, just so I can lift it up at times and carry on doing what I need to do with it. Right, sealed pretty much all the way around. Just gonna push it down now and get it that's it, there we go. It'll settle in nice, that'll find its own level now, see? That will. And it's just a matter of just scooping it up, scooping it around like this. There we go. And what you don't want, you stick in there and use for a rainy day. Like today, for instance, is absolutely piddling it down. Get any impurities off of it. Looking a lot better now than it was earlier this morning. There we go. Now I'm going to shut the door in a moment, let any dust settle down, and then I'm going to start the varnishing process. Bit of an old trick I learnt years ago when I used to make golf clubs and things. To match things into the natural colour, what they used to do is use boot polish. I think it's pretty much the same stuff we had back in the 70s and the 80s. So it's really just a matter of just trying to blend it in. You can see the difference between that there and that there. There's quite a big difference. But when I actually put some polish on it and then let it dry, you can see that it actually becomes almost the same colour. Kind of just mingles it in a lot better than it would do otherwise. It's just that this will actually work into the actual the wood itself, embed itself, and then I'll let it dry or dry it off with this, and you won't notice much of a difference hopefully in the end. That's the plan anyway. Dark tan. I'm just going to introduce it into the top of the worktop, just in patches every here and there, so it just kind of blends in with what we got going on over there. See this disparity between that and this, you know, there's a lot more wear over here than there is over there, so it's a matter of just working a bit in and just spreading it out, and then just making it look somewhat similar to what we got over there. I'm hoping when the lacquer goes on, the varnish, you'll not notice much of a difference at all.
coat number 2. Coat number 2. Might need a third coat actually. It might need a third coat. Very pleased. Oh, blimey, that looks like
That was good stuff.
yeah, okay. That was smoothie, by the way. It tastes a lot better than it looks, Michael.
Yeah?
Yeah, it does. What you got in there? Well, it's not going to be perfect. It's a lot better than it was, but it's a lot better than it was a couple of hours ago. Yeah, I think the reason why is because you got some boot polish under there. And I've just tried to blend it in a little bit, because what it was before, it was very bright, well, white there and dark over here, because this is where you do most of your work around here. You're doing all your chopping and your, you know, and all that kind of thing, your peeling and all that round there. So that was being worn out, you know, just a constant use. And the problem is when you also scuff up against it as well, and it's okay. You know, I'm pretty reasonably happy with it. It's only taken me 2 or 3 hours to do, really. That's it. You know, and it's looking a lot better than it was. Want any fries with it, Kay? I don't know how it's going to taste. It might be maybe not as good as mine. Sorry about the mess on the plate. This is literally the first time I've ever done these. Hoping it's not going to be the last. Because the way Michael made them last time was really, really nice. A few fries.
What did we do?
Well, we just went into Asda, really, didn't we? Asda, Wix and Aldi and Lidl, I think. It's been quite a busy day. Quite a busy day. Let's have some salad, shall we?
Quite a busy day.
Quite a busy day.
You're not wearing chips, Michael?
Well, what do you reckon then, guys? Good or bad, or? I think Michael's are excellent. Not sure I can match that.
That's finally done, isn't it?
No, Michael's is more sort of like salsa taste, which I liked.
I failed.
Yeah, not failed out.
Not sure what you did though. Get that nice taste.
I just put like garlic and...
I'm putting garlic in it. Right. We do like tacos, don't we? It took us 54 years to discover tacos.
Well, I think 54 years.
Alright, bro. Keep
Keep
smoking them fags and keep drinking the beer. How's your brews coming on? How's the old brew? Which one you doing at the moment?
I've got to wait. We'll be doing one probably in March when it warms up a little bit.
What's that one with all the 6s? How's that doing?
Yeah, that's what does, yeah.